Hey, it loaded again. Fantastic. Really has to do that more often. Hey, part of that displayed better. They've got to be fixing on something on the back end for YouTube because some of this shit's just straight broken. It seems. Alright. Hello and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. We're continuing with the Uria deck once again. I don't recall exactly what has changed since last I tried this out. I am continuing to expand my wish list for cards that I'm aware are in this game. Most of them are post... pretty much everything I don't already have is post GX though. So I gotta burn through that before I'm able to get those new boosters. There's some really good stuff that's going to be in 5Ds and the series after that would go great in this deck. I haven't made any significant changes. I decided that 3 Aroma Jars was excessive. Sangan can already draw into one of them, and once one's on the field, they might spend removal to get rid of one, but they never get rid of the second one. Drawing a third is just excessive. I threw in a second Needle Wall. I removed a Mystical Space Typhoon so I could have 2 Parallel Twisters. This is mainly so I can destroy more than just Speller Traps on the field, and I can remove some of my own face-up cards. I determined that having 1 Dried Winds at the right time is fantastic, but I really don't need more than that. And 3 Solemn Wishes seemed excessive, especially since I have Aroma Jar. Other than that, I got 3 Toll Hikes, 2 Needle Walls, and I have Cloak and Dagger, which I forgot about entirely. Declare 1 monster card name. If your opponent normal summons, special summons, or flips that monster face up, remove that monster and this card from play. So, it's not... It might allow us to... we might be able to sack it to summon Uria, but in the moment, it allows us to banish a key monster in our opponent's deck. And that might be Bergamot. Such as in the Aroma Mage deck, which is pretty good. There is a card with how much my opponent now discards with Toll Hike. There is another card called like Magical Thorn or something, which is a continuous trap that every time my opponent discards, they lose 500 life points. So I basically have the effect of Toll and Toll Hike with those 2 cards, both continuous traps. And that would be pretty crazy good. I do not have that, and I believe that's only accessible in the 5D series, though. So, anyway, let's try to burn through these last missions as fast as we can. There's really not a whole lot more going for us at this point. In terms of what we can unlock, we can really just kind of refine with the cards that we have. Supposedly there's a Trap Tricks monster in the Bakura booster that might be decent, but I don't think I've drawn into it yet. Do not declare an attack unless you tribute a monster. That is a pretty good opening. I kind of like that Dried Winds doesn't entirely outstrip Needle Wall. Something about Needle Wall I just like. On the flip side, however, Ordeal of a Traveler is just clunky. It's really good, but it's also really clunky. And having two is entirely worthless. Or at least it feels worthless. Like, I don't ever want to have two Ordeal of a Travelers out at the same time. So that is why I'm going to sack it. What did you do? It becomes the end phase. Oh. You just ended my turn. And, I didn't activate Ordeal of a Traveler. Fuck you. Just trying to figure out what even happened. I'll get that health back, it's fine. Mega Cyber. Whoops. Dried Winds is a good time to pull that. I may well have Aroma Jars in my deck for a good long while. Again, I really wish Magical Broker was in this game, but I'm actually trying to build up the IRL, the IRL version of this deck, and it looks fairly similar, but there are some meaningful differences. Actually, check it out right now. I'm still trying to get some cards for it. I have a full set of Magical Broker, Sangan's still in there. Finally got a gold sarcophagus for it. Still got Emergency Provisions, Enemy Controller. I got a copy of Twin Twisters which I can get in this game, which is really nice. Discard one card, target up to 2 spell or trap cards on the field, destroy them. Need to be set. It's up to 2. You don't have to target 2. That's just extremely useful and versatile. That's just discard for a strictly better Mystical Space Typhoon at the same speed. So that's actually incredibly useful. That's going to be a good wipe card for Uria. So that's definitely going on our deck as soon as we can get our hands on that. I got an anti-spell fragrance. I actually did not have a Des counter blow in this deck until this week. Hyper Blaze is in this deck, but is not in this game, and that is kind of deck defining because it allows me to play Uria from the grave. It's a continuous trap that allows you to play Uria from the grave, ignoring summoning conditions, and I forget what it takes. You can discard a card. Oh no, you can discard a card to summon Uria, and then you can send one trap from your hand or deck to the graveyard, which is already, sure, I'll do that. To basically give him an expanded version of his his attack calculation. So it's not just continuous traps in the grave, it is face-up traps on the field and any traps in the grave. So suddenly there's more options for what he can draw power from. I actually got my first gold rares in this deck, which is Magician's Defense. I had never actually seen a gold rare until I got a physical copy of this card, and it looks awesome. That's really, really cool. Other than that, I got Scrubbed Raid. Scrubbed Raid is also in this game, but it's going to be a while till we get it. But Scrubbed Raid is great. Scrubbed Raid is basically sack a card, skip combat. I mean, I'm sold. Sack a card, skip combat? That's all it takes? That's amazing. I want that. Anyway, let's get back to this. Getting those magic planters is going to be so important. Both in my real deck and in this game. But that's not going to be until 5Ds, I believe, at least. There's like 4 or 5 cards I want from that series. See, this is where Dried Winds is coming in real handy. But if I have 2 Dried Winds, I feel like I'm not getting as much mileage out of it. And then, half of its effect is kind of wasted because there's no point in being able to access its second effect twice. This is not doing me any favors. See, that's good. It allows me to trash any card on the field. But at the same time, if I wanted to wipe both these out, Twin Twisters would have been ideal in that situation. Uh-oh. Well, that sucks. Womp. Oh no, 500 damage. Wherever will I find 500 health? you know, sure. Okay, so we just want to discard 2. One, 2. Perfect. I think I overcalculated that slightly, but whatever. Nice. Toll, the OG Toll. You know, Nightmare Wheel is cool, but I do feel like we're probably gonna be wanting to bend out of it at some point. Not anytime soon, but this is Kaiba. Let's lock him out of Blue Eyes. If we can. Not sure if we'll be able to do it fast enough. He can fudge Blue Eyes into play. Like what then? Ooh, X-Head Cannon? Forgot he's got that. And he's got 14 cards in his extra deck. Maybe he's got VWXY. I'll wait to use Nightmare Wheel. Yeah. God damn it. XYZ Dragon Cannon. What does that do? You can discard a card, target one face-up spell or trap, and destroy it? Gotcha. There we go. Hold the fuck up. Target one face-up spell. Oh, because it's a trap monster. Gosh, I'm dumb. Okay. You're gonna be a problem if I don't get rid of you, so. There we go. And then I'm gonna Cloak and Dagger VWXYZ, because I'm more concerned about him than Blue Eyes. And I've not done this in-game before, so let's see how this works. Cloak and Dagger. Holy shit, I just go through every single... Okay. Shit. Oh my goodness, holy fuck. Okay, that's faster. Gosh, I can look at every single card in the game. Blah, blah, blah. VWXYZ. There you are. This guy. Once per turn, you can target one card your opponent controls and banish that target. When this card declares an attack on a monster, you can change the attack target, change that attack target. Sure. Let's declare that. Because he's still going to try to get that into play. Probably going to destroy this. Yeah, sure. You bitch. Sent from the field to the graveyard. There we go. I should have gotten rid of the other one. What was I thinking? Seems like he's struggling. Getting plenty of mileage out of just one dried wind. See, I think my ideal is to get a deck into a state where I have a lot of very isolated use case cards, like maybe Dried Winds, maybe Cloak and Dagger, maybe something like Remove Brainwashing, which I'd like to get. I don't have yet, but I'd like to get that. Oh. But then I can draw into those. The problem is I've looked all over the place, and the closest you can get to that sort of thing is literally a Caterpillar Omen. It's much more difficult to get out a card that can fetch any card, any spell or trap, just a trap, from your deck. Like, there's the Trap Tricks monsters, but they're all about normal trap cards, or whole type trap cards. And even Cat of Ill Omen will only put it on the top of your deck unless you want to play Necro Valley. Do I want to waste a space in my deck on Necro Valley, which by and large is not gonna benefit my deck at all, except for the one-time use of a Cat of Ill Omen? No. So, it's troublesome. Hi there. Flies, there you are. There you go. The whole discard idea I have with those magical thorns or whatever they're called will also work really good with Dark Word Veilings, because that'll trigger it too. But that's gonna go away come Magic Planter era, so there'll be a period of shifting cards around. Give me Uria, please. I don't think I need to be concerned with VWXYZ. Yeah, I think I'm good. Perfect amount of attack. I actually got a hold of a card today called White Veil, which is surprisingly good. It's actually an equip spell, and essentially what it is when it comes into play, or no, it's like while it's in play during battle, your opponent's trap and spell cards cannot be activated. And then when the equipped monster attacks, negate the effects of spell and trap cards. So if there's like an ongoing effect, it'll turn it off because you declared an attack. And I think you're also able to board wipe all of the spell and trap cards too. The drawback is that if your creature gets nuked, you're out 3,000 life points, which is a heavy cost, but at the same time, I'm going for OTK. The only thing, though, is that doesn't account for spells and traps that might trigger it. I can only play it as an equipped spell, so it has to attach to Uria. So there's a period of time where I'm playing that spell and Uria's already out, but they can activate shit. And then on top of that, it doesn't account for save or in banish. So, although there is a card called Gravekeeper's Trap Hole, I think. Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Gravedigger's Trap Hole, which is basically total non-field creature effect denial, which seems great. It's like total guarantee against Karibo, against the creature in the grave that comes back to play, against the DD monster that can zap himself back into play. Like, any of that shit. That seems great. Use case specific, very use case specific, like a one of at most in the deck, but I mean, for the turn in question, like, that seems amazingly good. I don't want holding legs in my hand. I want to switch out holding legs, but it's so useful. I would love to switch it out for even like a Harpy's Feather Duster. I still don't have that yet. There are spell cards that can be really good. That can be activated from like the grave and stuff, but I can't think of anything offhand that is gonna stop an Uria swing, honestly. Red Eye's Black Dragon Sword. What the fuck is that? You equipped it to your Battle Warrior. It's a fusion monster that you can equip to your monsters. Summon with Claw of Hermos. If this card is special summon, target one face-up monster on the field. Equip it with this. It gains 1,000 attack and 500 attack and defense for each dragon monster on the field and in the graveyard. Okay. It's a shame you put fucking Battle Warrior in your deck and not even the most stock weakest fucking dragon. Well, since you dedicated that much to it, might as well Nightmare Whale you. I've been looking at field spells too. I would love to put a field spell in this deck. There's almost no field spells that work entirely with this deck. Even the Fallen Paradise, like Sacred Beasts field spell, I think kind of sucks. Like, it's ideal if you're running any of them, And it's mostly about keeping your Sacred Beast around on the field for like several turns. And that means the card's really only useful for the one time, the one turn I have Uria out. And it's not as useful as other cards like, say, the Gravedigger's Trap Hole. If I had a field spell that functioned as like a continuous Gravedigger's Trap Hole, that'd be a slot in, but it's not what I have. You fucking 3,200. Thank God I fucking Nightmare with you. Jeez. So there's a bunch of cards from like different archetypes that have like half of their effects that only work with like a certain deck. But then they have like a once per turn effect that's really good. Like, there's like some Trickster Stage Lights or something, field spell that works in like a Trickster deck or whatever it is. An entirely different deck archetype, nothing to do with my deck, but it's like once per turn you can target a set spell on your opponent's side of the field. They have to play it by the end phase of that turn or sacrifice it. That combined with an anti-spell fragrance, constant removal. That is every turn. That is once per turn spell trap card removal, just with anti-spell fragrance and that card. That's fantastic. That would be that's just excellent. Get rid of equip cards, get rid of continuous cards, get rid of face downs of any variety, and it'd be forcing all other spells into that position every turn. So that's great. And that, combined with something that forces you to discard, fuck, the opponent's not going to have anything in their hand. So that seems really good. Only problem, though, that field spell's not in this game, so I can't even play it. So, sucks. Breakthrough skill. If I'm correct, this just is, gives your creature piercing. Jinzo! Really? Jinzo. I forgot he has Jinzo. Select a position for Metal Reflect Slime. Okay. It's Royal Decree on a monster. I think Jinzo actually came before Royal Decree. Well, that's a problem. And I can't activate, so I couldn't even put Uria into play if I wanted to. Man, if only I didn't get rid of that Peril Tornado, jeez. Fuck, dude. Jinzo completely just fucking slaughtered me. Which is appropriate. Jinzo is one of the cards that is able to do that. But now that I'm aware that that's a possibility, I mean, Cloak and Dagger Jinzo, guaranteed. Definitely gonna do that. And then if I have any sort of monster removal, spell monster removal, definitely saving it for Jinzo. Hi, Cloak and Dagger. Let's start with you. First things first. No Jinzo. It's satisfying to say no, Jinzo. You can't play Jinzo. My trap forbids it. Advanced ritual art. Lord of the Red. You're playing a lot of shit right now. 5,000! Hey, you better fucking discard, you bitch. Roll a 3, please. Fuck. Okay. There's nothing in hand. I don't want to fill my spaces, but he can't lock me down with Jinzo, so... Lol, get pranked. It's just a matter of time before I clear out my own spaces with Needle Wall. As is at the moment. He needs to throw away anything he draws in order to attack. He can do some damage to me, that's fine. Because now I got blockers. And you're gone. Wings doesn't mean you're able to attack me directly, unlike, say, magic. He's not gonna draw 2, I don't think. That was a very good draw. Womp womp. What'd you throw away for that? 6th Sense. Is that a banned card? I don't know that I've ever actually seen 6th Sense, but I recall reading that 6th Sense is a banned card. Declare 2 numbers from 1 to 6. Then your opponent rolls a 6-sided die, and if the result is one of the numbers you declared, so it's a 1 in 3 chance, you draw that many cards. Your opponent rolls a 6-sided dice, and if the result is one of the numbers you declared, you may draw that many cards. Otherwise, send a number of cards from the top of your deck to the dealer. Oh, I know why this is banned now. So, you declare 5 and 6. Your opponent has a 1 in 3 chance of rolling 5 or 6. If they roll it, you draw 5 or 6 cards. But if not, you mill yourself 5 or 6 cards? Oh, wow. Such an awful trade-off. So 2 out of 3 times you'll mill yourself 5 or 6 cards. Dude, like, if this were legal, this would be a slot-in for my deck. I don't really like it, but, like, it would be amazing for what I need my deck to do. Like, the mill is a benefit to me. It's all upside. Alright. You don't get to keep anything you draw, fuck you. What are we looking at here? Looking at 5,000. Let's keep going for now. I would love to get those Madolche cards to remove Marin from the deck, because I don't like Marin. Marin's a fine card, it's just totally thematically inappropriate. I only have it in this deck because some dumb quirk of this game. Give me a mill card. Something to sack, a card destruction, or what have you. Did you negate the effects of my Aroma Jar? Hi. Why not? What the fuck is going on? Once per turn during either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated, except Lord of Red, you can target one monster in the field and destroy it. Oh. Just when a card is activated? Wow. I don't want to forfeit Jinzo. I mean, it'd be dumb if he was able to just throw Jinzo into play. And it's possible. Okay, let's do this. Summon you. Fuck, I did it. I'm gonna chain. You can't do it. There we go. Okay, I escaped my own fuck up. You bitch! Just clarify it. Once per turn during either... When a card or effect is activated. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated. You can target one monster on the field, destroy it. When a card or effect is activated. Are you fucking mad? Once per turn during either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated except Lord of the Red, you can target one spell shot card on the field. Destroy it. Okay, so he has two separate cards. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated, destroy a monster. Okay, I'm not sure if he activated off the summon of Holding Legs. let's see if we can steal it from him. Okay, there we go. That works. That works too. And yes, I'm risking Jinzo at this point, but Jinzo needs a summon. Let's not forget. Now, if I don't activate anything next turn, I should just be able to melt his monster without him nuking Uria. Okay, I'm gonna set this. Not activating it. There we go. Tricky dicky. No cards. Good to me. You know, it occurred to me recently that the sheep tokens from Scapegoat, it says this token cannot be used as a tribute for a tribute summon. The whole spirit of the card of Scapegoat is that if you play this card, you're gonna get 4 blockers. They're the most worthless blockers in the world, but you cannot use it as tribute summon spam, right? You can't throw them all out. You can't special summon 4 Scapegoats and then tribute summon up to a level 4 fuck off, right? But now you can use this as like XYZ and Link material bullshit because it says tribute summon on it. So people are gonna, oh, I need like 3 beast monsters with like the same type in play. Fucking Scapegoat, dude. Boom, play Scapegoat. Link into like some 3,000 attacking monster bullshit. What the fuck? Can I just flip up with Aroma Jar and attack you for 500? Can my jar open you up to kill you? Seems like it. There you go. And I got 6 cents. How about that? I want to confirm that 6 cents is actually banned. Where are you? Yep, banned. Okay, only got these 3 ones left. Bad start. Trying to imagine if this would be a better start. I'd like to think that this is not a hand I should ever be dealing. I should ever be drawing. And I'm also imagining my hypothetical alternatives and if it would be better. Instead of Aroma Jar, if I had Magical Broker, and instead of this, I had Magic Planter. but I still want Space Typhoons. I still like Enemy Controller. I think I only have one in this deck at the moment. The one card I think I might replace is Sangan. It's a problem, I feel. I mean, it's not like I can't play stuff, but it's not a great starting hand. I'd like to be able to play most of the cards in my opening hand, generally speaking. Boom! Turn to a Dark Magician. He's got a fine opening hand. Graceful Charity. Just run a banned card into a formerly banned card. Amulet Dragon. Shit is that? Eye of Timus. Target any number of spells in the graveyard. Banish them for what? He gains about 100 attack for each. This card is destroyed, you can target one spellcaster monster in the graveyard, special summon that target. So you can bring Dark Magician back, basically. Okay. Alright, we're gonna sack the enemy controller. That's less than ideal. I'm gonna hold on to that, because I think I can survive. Curry Bandit. I've seen you appear in a couple Uria deck lists, but I'm not currently convinced you actually belong in my Uria deck lists. The whole purpose is that he can excavate cards into the deck. He's like one of the easiest ways you can actually mill your deck. See, they all go into the grave. That's something, but like, that's not what I meant to do at all. No. Thank goodness. Okay. I meant to look in here. If it was normal summoned, you contribute him. So it's a monster that you put into play for the explicit purpose of milling 5 from your deck. And you can add 1 excavated spell or trap to your hands. Send the remaining to the grave. Yeah, no. If I'm looking for specific traps, it is an option. I don't know. Maybe I'll reconsider Curry Bandit. Maybe I'll try it. Try playing with him around off screen. See if that speeds up this deck a bit. It could very well. It very well could. In the meanwhile, you bastard. At the moment, I can survive the swing. And I could switch to defense back mode anyway, so shut up. Love me alone. Entirely luck-based, but... well, not entirely luck-based. You stall your opponent long enough, they're gonna fill up their monster fields, and the more monsters they have on the field, the more it kills. The more rapidly it kills. Like so. Pardon me. Tired as shit. Man, I really wish I had a replacement for Sangan. There's gotta be, like, a more restrictive version of Sangan, like fetching a monster with even less attack points. Like, under 1,000, if I could fetch for under 1,000 without one of the restrictions, and him having better artwork than Sangan, sounds great. But my issue is I don't have consistent attributes, monster types, attack values, so it's difficult. Ugh. Sure, by all means, kill yourself back. I have 10,000 more life points. Alright, let's go for it. No, I can't. I don't have a trap to sacrifice. It's dumb. What am I thinking? Just keep stalling, I guess. I heal every turn. I destroy anything in a random monster space every turn. I've got an unkillable monster in play, which is also healing me. Oh, that's a shame. Fortunately, I have one to replace it. When I've got nothing else, Des Counterblow is very useful, but it's not often that I have nothing else. So I kind of question its utility. Thinking more about Curry Bandit now. God damn it. Whatever, I got holding legs. Cunts, dude. Ugh. Mystical Space Typhoon, your face down. Asshole. What is that? Magical hats. You should have been dead a while ago. Okay. That was dumb what I just did. Whatever. We are going to holding links. Set that again because I'm fucking idiot. Holding links is great fodder for Monster Game. Not as high as I wish it was, but it'll do. That is why you want Gravedigger's Trap Hole, because I can't do anything about that. What was that? Banish all other cards you control and in your hand, minimum one from each. Draw until you have 2 cards in your hand. Okay. Dude, I am running on, like, goddamn energy drinks. Okay, not actually energy drinks, but I am running on caffeine right now, and I'm dozing the fuck off. Let's finish these.
It's because you're playing a boring deck.
It does go slow. It used to go much slower than this. This is a much better starting hand. This is a starting hand with all the conditions for an early victory. Soul Hike. Solemn Wishes. I gotta start on. Of course. Oh. They both get their own Dragon Rider cards. That one looks better, definitely. I like that one. Dang, you know, if I was drawing, like, 3 bandits, I could be using my normal summons to throw them into play, milling myself into a strong enough Uria without needing to pull Monster Gate or Reasoning. And then I'd also be drawing key cards besides. There's other cards that mill too. But I also want to fetch, and it would let me fetch. It just can't let me fetch Uria. So the risk of Curry Bandit is that you could mill yourself out of Uria. You don't want to do that. Yeah, I realize I'm not paying a crazy amount of attention to the game. Just thinking. Oh, it's my turn. Somehow I lost track of that. Like I said, not paying much attention. The AI really lacks forethought, because as soon as one of their monsters gets bounced back to the hand, they will instantly sack it for the next monster to attempt. And they'll only try to retain, like, maybe one or two monsters, normally. I mean, the field is open, so... let's do it. Mirror Force, yep. It's a good one. Can I mail 3? No, that sucks. He's got 2 cards to work with here. Agreed. And he's got 3 cards to work with. He's not going to have anything good face down. Though he could. He comes from the era of Maneater Bug. Well, that was just kind of a forfeit on your part. Kribo. Alright, the final fight. Let's do it. Super Heavy Samurai Ninja Sarutobi. Silent Magicians. Uh-oh. 3,500 attack monster already. Holy balls. What is that, fucking turn 1? Unaffected by your opponent's spell effects. Well, that's an awful shame. I would hate for you to be affected by my spell cards. I think I have 3 of Curry Bandit, actually. Got practically everything from the Yugi pack. It seems to be where Curry Bandits pulled from. I don't know. Something about Curry Bandit I just don't like. I can mill Uria with it. That's all it's good for. The mill into a spell or trap. Sure, I can fetch it. But do I want to fetch it? Not really. He's gonna fusion it like instantly. Oh no, swords. Curry Bandit can only be sacked for his effect during the end phase. That's kind of weird. So you gotta put him out and he's gotta survive the entirety of the turn. That's a very different kind of silent enemy. It's kind of unaffected by spells, which I'm not blown away by. That'll be good. Oh no, those swords were so useful. I was gonna swing at you with my aroma jar so many times. I could literally wipe out both of your monsters. I could still literally wipe out both of your monsters. I'll just do this. Pay no life points and still wipe out your monsters. If you gain life points, target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy it. Total bullshit. Oh. Excuse me? Hold the actual fuck up. You lose 1,000 life points for each monster special summoned by this effect. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. You can only activate one soul charge per turn. Summoning any number of monsters from your graveyard for 1,000 life points is pretty cheap compared to what you'll have to pay 2,000 and 3,000 life points for in this game. That is not at all what I meant to do just then, but you know what? I'll still do it. I meant to activate Metal Reflex One. I guess I'll just heal myself back. Mirror Force. Okay, let's see how this goes. First off, let's see if we can even get Uria into play. $4,000, 6,000. Nuke. Magician Circle. Wouldn't have done you anything. Right reasoning. He can totally Karibo me at this point. Just keep going. I gotta get out of this mess. Whatever. Karibo. Nope. I did it. Okay. That is 100% completed. Alternative Karibos, which I think is cool. Berserker Crush. Banish one monster from your graveyard, then target one winged Karibo you control. That target's attack and defense becomes equal to the attack and defense of the monster that was banished until end of turn. Reborn. Reborn is cool. Spatial, the Philosopher's Stone. I don't know who you would fuse. We're going to attempt to run 3 Curry Bandits in this deck. This is only to fetch spells and traps. To that end, we do not really want to be pulling so much else in the deck. Now, to work around this, we're gonna trash some stuff. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's ditch Solemn Wishes. We want to be situational. That's what we're shooting for here. That does counter blow, sure. And I don't know, just draw until I got 300. See what else I haven't already pulled yet. Hey, Trunade. Return all set spell trap cards on the field to the hand. Interesting. Not seen that before. The Deep Grave. Target one monster in either player's graveyard during your next standby phase. Special summon it. Summoning Circle. Amazon Empress. Amazon is Baby Tiger. Wall of Disruption. Forced Requisition. Each time you discard your hand, your opponent must also discard the same number of cards from their hand. Definitely potential there, but not the potential I'm particularly interested in tapping. Tribute, classic. If you control the same number of monsters as your opponent, switch control of those monsters. You can target one face-up monster in the field, equip this card from your hand to that target. The equipped monster becomes an insect. Cannot attack insect monsters. Also, its effects that activate by targeting an insect monsters are negated. You can only use this effect of Parasite Paranoid once per turn. If this equipped card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 7 or higher insect monster from your hand, ignoring its I've seen that one actually. Choose a player. That player gains 200 life points. There is so much better shit than that if you want to just gift your opponent a shit ton of life points. Like this. Draw a card. Gain life points. whole lot interesting in here. The Amazonas cards are probably the best. This card's name is treated as Umi. All water monsters gain attack defense once per turn during your main phase. You can have all water monsters you currently control gain levels equal to the number of water monsters you currently control until end phase. See, that's worthless because that's trying to game into Link summoning. And I don't even know, like, the gain would be entirely situational. And that may not actually get you, like, access to a Link monster you even want. So who cares? If there was a card that was treated as Umi that was just generally good and wasn't entirely dependent on having a whole bunch of water monsters in my deck, then I'd have a very good reason to play Tornado Wall, but also this card is just cool for how basic it is. Frankly, trash card. Strictly inferior to Mage Power. But, like, it's just a big fuck off sword. It's just a big fuck off cartoon sword. I like it. Harpy's Feather Duster. I mean, it makes perfect sense for me to get this in fucking my Valentine's booster pack, but that's not what the search engine told me. They told me I had to get this card. They told me I had to get this card in one of the fucking battle packs, and I was running battle packs to look for this card. Oh my god. Yeah, Battle Pack Epic Dawn. I can get Griffin Wing, which is the Harpy's Feather Dust trap counter. A trash card. But fuck me. I'm not at all gonna complain about that. Holy shit, okay. Well, in that case, I think I'm just gonna take Holding Leg straight out right now. I'll hold on to it for now, but... trash that. Harpy's Feather Duster, please. Banned! Harpy's Feather Duster is banned in-game. It's not banned IRL. I think it's limited IRL, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Lists from YugiOhCard.com. Effective January 10th, 2021. Harpy's Feather Duster is limited to 1 copy. So even though it says it's banned in the game, I'm gonna take 1. Fuck you. Alright. Harpy's Feather Duster. So I can't play it online, basically. Which is whatever. Yeah. That was totally worth it. I had no idea I could have been pulling Harpy's Feather Duster this entire time. That's great. Maiden of the Aqua. Probably the biggest tits on any monster from early Yu-Gi-Oh! And not a bad card. As long as it's in play, it's treated as Umi. But if there is an active field spell, such as your opponent's field spell, it doesn't apply. So that kind of sucks. If it had like some bonus other than treating itself as Umi, like that would be really, really persuasive. Bad reaction to Samochi. Talk about giving your opponent life points and making a deck around that. I am very glad I got Harpy's Feather Duster. Hell yeah. Gill Prisoner. Target one card you control this turn when any monster effect resolves that targeted that card to activation. Negate that effect. When any monster effect resolves that targeted that card to activation, negate that effect during either player's turn except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one card you control this turn when any monster effect resolves that targeted that card to activation. Negate that effect. So you get double usage of the card, which is cool. But like, I would use this. I would use a card like this to stop Karibo, but this card doesn't stop Karibo. It might stop other effects that suck, but it's not going to stop something like a Karibo. Mystical Moon. Gore's Emissary of Dark. This Gore's Emissary of Darkness, I saw a ghost rare copy of this card today. I have never seen a ghost rare in my life, but it looked really impressive. Like, I thought ghost rare was, okay, it's holographic and they desaturated the image, so it's just gray. Like, I thought that's all it was. But it's like 3D, and the character has actually got some depth to it in the image, which is sweet. Don't care at all about this card, but I mean, conceptually, like to see some more ghost rares. Amazoness Pet Liger. Amazoness Tiger plus an Amazoness monster. Once per battle, if this card attacks during damage calculation, you can make this card gain 500 attack during that damage calculation. Only if your Amazoness monster attacks an opponent monster after damage calculation, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 800 attack. Monsters your opponents control cannot attack Amazoness monsters you control except this one. So it's a big aggro magnet. Guardian Dreadscythe. Very different art styles. Appropriate. Emid Eben Magician Curran. This may be like the first series of like anime girl cards, honestly, apart from like magical girl type anime girl characters, right? Because before this, the closest you had to anything was the Amazonesses or the Harpy Ladies or the Dark Magician girls. Now all of a sudden you got lowly characters as cards. I think those are the first ones of those. Well, once again, I had no idea I was gonna get Harpy's Feather Duster. I am happy about that. Now let's see how much faster this rolls. Harpy's Feather Duster is going to be way more usable in general. Or maybe I'm overestimating it. It's going to be more usable in general, I feel. Less double-sided than Holding Lens. While, at the same time, man, I can't think today. It's just not a day for thinking. So I already got Uria in my hand, so let's try him out. So I'll see if I get prompted at the end phase. Yes. Woody of the Traveler. Toll Hike. Aroma Jar. Dark Wood Dealings. Another Toll Hike. Yes. I forgot, I'm not allowed to take the aroma jar because it's a monster. Any monster I mill is going into the grave. Which I guess could complement. Excuse me. I have cards to play. Might be premature for Nightmare Wheel, but fuck you. You got a scratch on me when I was talking. So, boom. Like, it's already my second turn, and I've got... How many traps in the grave? I got 2 traps in the grave. That's not bad. That's really not bad. Dried Winds isn't gonna do shit right now, though. I can't fetch Harpy's Feather Duster anymore. So that's something to be concerned about. But Curry Bandit can fetch me Harpy's Feather Duster. There's another card called a Raikou Lightsworn Hunter. It's one of the Lightsworn monsters. And it has a flip effect where it sounds like you can destroy target card. So, Maneater Bug. But you also mill 3 cards when he flips. You don't get to fetch anything from the mill. Which might be probably OP, honestly, but it's something. Oh. This card was normal summoned at this turn. You contribute this card. Does that normal summons flip summoning too, right? Or not right? Do not have more health. I don't want to throw Curry Bandit out there because he's liable to get killed at the moment. Man, I really want Gravity Bind. Gravity Bind would be great. Gravity Bind wouldn't stop Burstinatrix. Would Burstinatrix kill Curry Bandit? Curry, it would. Okay. We're going to trash our Nightmare Wheel. To trash Sparking. To summon Curry Bandit. I just realized it just needs to stay in play until the end of my turn. It doesn't need to go through my opponent's turn, so I think I'm just overthinking this. Yes, sack Curry Bandit, please. Aaron. Metal Reflex Slime. Jar. Monster Gate. Mystical Space Typhoon. Let's grab Mystical Space Typhoon. And let's use it. See, if that was Twin Twisters, I could throw out Dried Winds and both the traps would be gone. Or both, whatever they are. Twin Twisters would also probably benefit from Anti-Spell Fragrance. I'm a few turns in, and I've already milled myself a fair bit. Fusion Gate. Flame Wingman. Forget what he's needed. Speed, Flip Piercing. Free Bandit. Yeah, he does. Or does he quote and phony it? Can I read? Stop moving my cursor. Equal to the attack of the monster since the graveyard. Okay, so it's not quite the same thing. Alright. Free Bandit. Already got out all Free Bandits. Regeki. Ordealing Traveler. Parallel Twister. Reasoning. Dark World Dealings. I think I'm going to take the one extra possibility of Dark World Dealings, because I want to draw into that Harpy's Feather Duster. Now's about the time I should use it. Excellent. Winged Karibo. This card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. For the rest of this turn, you take no battle damage. I completely forgot about you. Okay, little Dark World Dealing. Right. There's 11 cards left. Elemental Hero Heat. I just keep going, I guess. I don't feel like the Karibos have hurt me. The Kari Bandits have hurt my plays here. Oh, that fucking scared me, dude. Also, one of the most dumbest looking summons, let alone the dumbest looking elemental heroes. Like, his artwork is top heavy and goofy enough. Then he doesn't even look as burly in his fucking animation. Oh my goodness. Once per turn, you can discard one card to target one face-up monster on the field with original attack less than the attack of this card. Well, that's an easy Uria nuke right there. Gosh, I need something. Original attack is gonna nuke my fucking Metal Reflex line. Yep. See, now I can't fetch fucking holding legs. Used to be able to do that. I don't know what to play here. Elemental hero. Let's do Bubble Man. I haven't seen him yet. Spark Man. Got 3 Urias before I got my holding legs. Or Harpy's Feather Duster, rather. I gotta just consider Harpy's Feather Duster not as a clearing board wipe, but as a supplement to my spell trap removal, I think. Don't lock down my board, please. Heat. Mirror gate. Oh my god, bottom 3 cards for Harpy's Feather Duster. Really need to put holding legs back in this deck already. Not like I couldn't potentially swing and win this shit, but... Oh my god, come on, stop it! Harpy's Feather Duster, just gonna end the turn. Give me those Twin Twisters eventually, too. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. I have a 50-50 to draw it. I'll be hemorrhaging health to pull this stupid stunt off. Don't turn to defense position, I can't survive that long. There we are. Fucking finally. Oh my god. I probably can't kill this. It's probably Elemental Hero Stone Fuckwit. Whatever. Harpy's Feather Duster. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. We're going to sack this. Take you over here. Change you to attack position. We're going to summon Uria. Move to 14,000. Kill it! Oh, of course not. Of course you did that. Oh my god, okay. Got very little to help us out here. that game? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I think that's fucking game. I can't kill Marin. I cannot kill Marin. Best I can do is summon Marin and have them kill them. I'm just not gonna swing. Kill Marin. Please kill Marin. Game. God, that sucks, dude. Fuck. If I had not taken out goddamn holding legs for Harpy's Feather Duster. I mean, keeping Harpy's Feather Duster, obviously, but fucking holding legs, man. Entirely cost me that. Oh my god. I really need 2 of these. Anti-spell fragrance. Okay, I'll go with that. Ooh, I like you. You're cool. Five-headed link dragon. I predict this one will go much better. Wing, wing, wing. Uria. Nuke instantly. Mirror Force. He's got a fairly decentralized deck, so it's not super easy to determine what cards he's got to play. He clearly doesn't have that many fusions, so I'm not sure what sort of monster to play. You're a pain in the butt. Let's just get rid of Clayman. Because he always places him in face-down defense. In fact, that's probably Clayman. Or flips that monster face up, remove that monster from play. What would happen if I suicided Marin into that face-down, and it turns out to be Clayman? Would he be banished? I'd like to think yes. Oh my god, I just did that. Yep. God damn it! Okay, well. I'll suffer for that. Discard. Thank you. You're gonna take 100 damage. What the fuck is going on there? Man, I choose Clayman and fucking 3 Burstinatrix is coming to play. Thank goodness I got Uria though. Uria's probably safe to play right now, actually. You'd only be 3,000. Fuck it, let's do Uria. Eat shit. And if you try to nuke it, I got a mystical space dive for him. Nah. That's illegal. That's a banned card, sir. That's gotta go in the grave. I hate this! Why does it not negate the effect? Like, isn't that a whole before you do that, I destroy it thing? Right? Why does it still activate? That runs entirely counter to my experience playing this game in real life. I don't understand that. It's frustrating and I hate it. Man, it just occurred to me, if I could get a card that gives Uria multiple attacks. That could allow me to swing through some situations I otherwise wouldn't. Okay, I've got my one and only Uria at the moment. He was not normal summon, so I cannot use his effects. Am I stupid? When I'm using Mystical Space Typhoon, am I thinking of Dust Tornado? Because I've had Dust Tornado in my deck before. But that's a card you have to set. No, no, it's not. It's just destroy a target spell or trap opponent controls, and you can set a spell or trap from your hand. How come this doesn't work the way I remember it's working? And I got the, got one of those, what do you call them? Prismatic rares for the White Veil card. It's pretty cool. Very pretty. Okay, back to this. You fool, you shifted to attack position. Why would you do that? This card gains 200 attack. Why? Why you do this? Clayman, you're supposed to be banished, fucking dickhead. Hi. 1,000. That's what you got me for. Another one. Yes, please. Nope. 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 Oh, once I say yes, I have to take one of them? Okay, well that kind of sucks. Wow, it's a whole lot of nothing you did. I'm not so interested in fetching as I am in cycling. So I'd have to wait. But no, it doesn't matter. Regeki. Fuck you, avian. I mean, I've managed to keep Uria out. How long can I maintain that, though? I'm sure he's only putting down normal monsters. His deck genuinely sucks for anything else. Finally! Regeki! Let's end this! Fuck. Madolce Magdalene! That's the card I want. Basically, it just cycles into the grave, back into your deck, back into the hand, back onto the field, back into the grave, back into the deck. And it's a spellcaster, so it's theme appropriate with other spellcaster cards I might use. Negate spell or trap card. This is just not working in the way I thought it works. It's a higher spell speed than the card I was playing it against. Doesn't that mean it resolves first? I don't understand. If the card doesn't exist, how can it activate its effects?
It's not how any of this works. It's not fair.
Enemy controller is still super useful, but maybe there will come a point where there's something that is pretty much just strictly better. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Mirror Force. I think once I get Gravity Bind, that will probably just be overall better than Ordeal of a Traveler. Mirage of Nightmare is banned. Yeah, I feel Cloak and Dagger is pretty wasted on this deck. Want to discard 2? I got my enemy controller that next turn. Well, enemy controller didn't work, or whatever. Should have activated Ordeal of the Traveler, but I didn't. He's gonna mill himself out doing this. He can't put out any, like, substantive threats like this, because I don't think he's got very good fusion monsters. Like, they're okay, but they're only as okay as a non-fusion monster effect monster. I'm gonna let you keep Mirage of Nightmare, and I'm just gonna nuke your bullshit. Mirror Force. He's straight up doing me a favor, because he's gonna be saving himself. He's gonna be saving me time doing this. Deck himself out before I can burn him. There was another mirror force. Inflicts piercing damage. Oh no. Oh, you know what? Wild Heart. That's probably the one card in his deck I should be using Cloak and Dagger on. Wild Heart? Oh, he hasn't played Wild Heart. Not that he's really a threat besides, but still. There's a weird timing for this effect too. Okay. I guess we'll try one more. Bandits. Not a great defensive start. Oh, especially for Cyber Dragon deck. Shit. That's much better. Get rid of his Cyber Dragon pieces. Think I'm gonna say Needle Wall. Because those monsters come out very quickly. Boom, already. Cyber Twin Dragon. Fortunately, it is not quite strong enough. Set you. We're gonna sack that card, actually. We don't want them to get strong enough to overtake Metal Reflex Slime. Set another Needle Wall. Summon Curry Bandit. End the turn. Activate him. Holding legs. Regeki would be good. Sarcophagus would help. Actually, it just occurred to me I could use Sarcophagus to fetch Uria before I accidentally mill him. Yes. I really want Regeki, but I will take Sarcophagus. I already got removal on the field. Nice. Very nice. In fact, I can probably swing right now. What do I want? Reasoning? Can I get reasoning? Cloak and Dagger for Cyber Dragon, probably, actually. This might be risky, but I'm doing it. How big is he? 6,000's not the best. But now he's got to answer in one turn. That's not looking like you got an answer. Nice. Not allied, I'll do one more because that actually went by fairly quickly. Opening with Harpy's Featherduster. See, I don't like seeing both of these. In fact, I just don't like holding legs in general. Like, it is pure utility, but it can also fuck me over, and it's a dead draw so much of the time because I don't even want to put it face down so my opponent can accidentally activate it. So, slight issues with this card. I might take some punches on the nose right away. Because I am just going to mill. Soul Hike would be good. And I don't know who I'd Cloak and Dagger. Field of Traveler. No Dreadwinds. Metal Reflect Slime. I think I feel better about Soul Hike. I don't know how quickly he can get out a bigger monster. Soul Hike will give me consistent dividends unless he specifically does removal. Ow. What is his face down? Oh, I've had that. Oh, that's fucking wasted. Cool, and I got both of these. That works. Oh, that is a dinosaur. That connection in my head for some reason. Can I get something to mill, please? How'd you get on? Duatarium. Okay. We can work with this. We're actually gonna save Harpy's Feather Duster. Throw you out. We will Uria in for both of these. Then I will enemy controller. Sack you. Steal you. Then I will Monster Gate this guy. Nice. Yay. Okay. I'm gonna end it off there. I don't know. I'll pull some cards. We'll pull some cards. And then I'll end it off. Got the bug that heals in your hands. Amazoness Heirloom. Oh, a bunch of Amazoness cards I have never seen. Probably late support for the deck, which I appreciate. They very rarely do that sort of thing in Magic. Amazoness Queen, +1 Amazoness creature. Other Amazoness cards you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Your Amazoness monster inflicts piercing damage. If the space of fusion summon monster is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect while its controller owns it. When its owner controls it, you can special summon one Amazoness Queen for your hand deck. Interesting. Citadel Wheel. See, I remember this one. This one's old as dirt. It doesn't even look like the rest of the Amazons, does it? Griffin Wing. Legendary Fisherman 3? I thought there were only 2. Treated as the Legendary Fisherman. When this card is special summoned, you can banish all monsters your opponent controls. Also, this card cannot attack this turn, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, also unaffected by spell trap cards. Once per turn, you can return as many of your opponent's banished cards as possible to their graveyard, and if you do, the first battle or effect damage your opponent takes this turn becomes doubled. I think I gotta look into possibly giving Uria additional attacks. I'm not sure how many options for that there are, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's an equip spell. Trap of Darkness. If your life points are 3,000 or less, pay 1,000 life points. Target one normal trap in your graveyard, except the Trap of Darkness. Okay. Bistro. Interesting. This is the continuous trap that is treated as Umi. Once per turn, you can target one level 4 or lower fish, sea serpent, or aqua-type monster you control. Banish it. During your end phase, special summon the monster banished by this effect. See, I can't think of a level 4 or lower fish, sea serpent, or perhaps more ideally, aqua-type monster that I would want to flicker. If I did have something like that, maybe this would be an excellent card. And then that, combined with Tornado Wall, would just make me goddamn impervious. Plus, have 2 continuous traps I can fall back on. Maybe I'll look into that. Level 4 or less Aqua. Aqua is what I'll look into. Alright, well that'll do it. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, so I guess I'm over halfway through the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Done with this one, fortunately. We're wrapped there. Alright, well, I'll continue this next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and sleep well.